Welcome back to Innovative Ideas. Today we're diving into a powerful and timely topic, inclusion. We're exploring the insights from the inclusion book, part of the HBR Emotional Intelligence Series, written by thought leaders like Ella Washington, Selena Rezvani, Stacey A. Gordon, and others. Inclusion is more than just a buzzword. It's essential for thriving, diverse, and dynamic workplace. It's essential for a thriving, diverse, and dynamic workplace. Let's break down what these books have to say about creating true inclusion. So, what's inclusion really? Sure, we hear about diversity and inclusion a lot, but how can we truly create an inclusive environment? Well, inclusion digs into this question, exploring how inclusion isn't just about having a diverse team, but it's about making sure everyone feels valued, heard, and empowered. So inclusion equals belonging plus empowerment plus engagement. Engagement, as its core, inclusion means fostering a sense of belonging, empowering individuals to be their authentic selves, and ensuring that everyone is fully engaged in the workplace. This book highlights key strategies for making inclusion not just a policy, but a lived experience. First up, psychological safety. One of the book's key concepts is that inclusion starts with creating a safe environment where people feel comfortable speaking up without fear of judgment or backlash. Psychological safety means that the team members know their voices are welcomed and valued. Studies show that teams with psychological safety are more innovative and productive. When people feel safe, they take more creative risks. As the book points out, leaders play a vital role here. It's their responsibility to set the tone by encouraging open communication and showing genuine interest in the thoughts of everyone, regardless of their background or position. So next time you're in a meeting, ask yourself, am I encouraging input from everyone, or am I just listening to the loudest voices? Psychological safety is step one on the path to inclusion. Let's talk about authenticity. Another key point this book highlights is the importance of embracing authenticity in the workplace. Often people feel pressure to conform to certain norms, especially in environments where diversity is lacking. This leads to something called covering, where individuals hide aspects of their identity like cultural background, beliefs, or personal style to fit in. But when employees don't feel like they can be their authentic selves, it negatively impacts their engagement and productivity. The book stresses that true inclusion means welcoming the full spectrum of who someone is, whether it's their ethnicity, gender identity, or unique personal quirks. When employees are free to be themselves, they feel more connected to the organization and its mission. The authors reminds us that as leaders and colleagues, we have the responsibility to create spaces where authenticity is celebrated, not stifled. Alright, let's tackle a tricky point. Unconscious bias. We all have biases that we are not even aware of, and they can significantly impact inclusion. In the book, authors point out that these biases can affect everything from hiring decisions to everyday workplace interactions. Unconscious bias doesn't make us bad people. It just makes us human. But awareness is key. The book emphasizes that recognizing and addressing these biases is essential for fostering inclusion. It's not enough to just recognize diversity. We must actively work to ensure that biases don't get in the way of people's opportunities and voices being heard. One way to start by becoming more self-aware, tools like implicit bias test and continuous learning can help you recognize patterns in your thinking. And remember, fighting unconscious bias isn't one-time fix, it's an ongoing process. Inclusive leadership, what does it mean to be an inclusive leader? The book explains that inclusive leaders are those who intentionally create an environment where everyone feels they belong. They take active steps to break down barriers and empower people from all backgrounds. Inclusive leaders don't just hire a diverse team and call it a day. They champion They champion equity, giving opportunities for development and growth to people who might otherwise be overlooked, whether it's offering mentorship, advocating for fair policies, or ensuring that everyone has the resources they need to succeed. Inclusive leaders are crucial in making inclusion a reality. The book also points out that inclusion isn't just about being nice or polite. It's about being proactive in creating a level playing field. It's about pushing yourself to have difficult conversations and making inclusion part of your daily leadership practice. Finally, the book emphasizes the importance of building a culture of inclusion. Because it can't just be a responsibility of leadership alone, the entire organization needs to be committed to this. The inclusive cultures are intentional. They build through policies, practices, and values that support diversity and inclusion at every level. This can include everything from equitable hiring processes to celebrating diverse holidays and cultural events. The book highlights that inclusion isn't just a nice to have, it's a competitive advantage in everyday's global marketplace. When people feel included, they are more loyal, more engaged, and more productive. Organizations that embrace inclusion see better results across the board. So whether you're a leader or individual contributor, you can help create a workplace culture that truly values everyone. To wrap things up, inclusion from the HBR Emotional Intelligence Series gives a clear blueprint for what true inclusion looks like and why it's so important. From fostering psychological safety to being aware of our unconscious biases, and from embracing authenticity to practicing inclusive leadership, there's something in this book for everyone. Inclusion is a journey, not a destination, and whether you are a leader, a team member, or someone looking to make your workplace more welcoming, the insights from this book will help guide you. Let's keep thriving to make our workplaces where everyone can thrive. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe for more insightful content, and tell me in the comments what's one way you're going to work on inclusion in your workplace. Let's keep conversation going and see you in the next video.